Hello everyone, I'm Gauri Yadav. I hope you all are doing well. So today's IT scenario is pretty funny and it's for fun. So let's look at our IT scenario. As a Linux administrator, you overheard two of your junior Linux interns, engaged in a conversation about Vim. And it seems like that they believed mastering just two commands, that is Vim, file name that we use for just creating the file, and colon WQ that we use to save and quit the Vim file, are just it. Recognizing the need to ensure they grasp the full potential of this powerful text editor, you decided to step in and provide them with a more comprehensive understanding. And for this, we have a very detailed document. It is here, Secrets of Vim. This is created by me. And let's look at the list of topics. So what is Vim and why do we need it? Modes of Vim, how to start a Vim, inserting text, navigating in Vim using just keystroke, nothing else. Undoing and repeating, copying, moving and pasting. All of us have faced this one issue that whenever we try to paste in our terminal in the normal way, like by right clicking the mouse or anything, we are not able to paste it. So we'll look how we can do it in Vim. And the seventh topic is saving and quitting Vim. Even saving and quitting and has four different types of savings and quitting terms. Let's have a look at them. So first is, what is Vim and why do we need it? Vim is like a short form for VI Improved. What is VI Improved? It was launched a long time ago and it has the way a product or a service enhances their services. So they also enhanced it and made it a more better version and called it VI Improved. Why it is used? It is used by software developers and administrators to run the scripts. What kind of scripts they run? Scripts in a company where everything is running like on cloud, or like you need to automate things. So it helps you in writing and maintaining automation scripts. So now let me quickly go to my server, on my server, and let's look into how Vim is divided and how we can start Vim and how we can perform everything. So Vim has basically first three modes. First is command mode, input mode, and last line mode. Let me switch on my virtual machine and let's have a look at them. Give me two. Hello. So I have started my virtual machine. It's over here, my Red Hat, and this is the document we are referring to. So the first mode that we have in Vim is called command mode. So what is command mode and how do we come to know that it's a command mode? So first command mode is, let's first create a file. So let me create Vim. How do we create a file in Vim is writing Vim and then giving the file name. So I'll create vt3.txt. Okay. Hit enter. So the place where we created the file, the earlier one, like this, and the place we enter, like this terminal, this one. This is called command mode for Vim. Right? Now let's look at the insert. Now, can you, like, if you want, you can check. Like, if you press like any key, I'm pressing like A, B, C, D, nothing is happening. Because in Vim, if you want to write something in this terminal, in this file, you need to press I. That is to indicate or activate. That is called I. That means we want to insert some text in this txt file. See over here. So as soon as we press I, it leads to this. That means now you can insert any sort of text. So let me add, hi, I am Gauri Yadav. See? Simple. Now what is last line mode? So now if you want to exit this, how will you exit this file? There is no instruction written over here. Escape, if you press escape, you are again stuck. How would you get out of this? So you will press shift colon WQ. This will help you to save everything in this file you have written. Like I have written, hi, I am Gauri Yadav. It will save in this file that is vimbt3.txt and it will quit. So why did we call it like a last line command mode? Because when we do escape and press colon, it shifts automatically to the last line of the page. That's why we call it last line mode. Now let's look into the insert mode completely, how it will work. So first of all, we have, if we write small I, it inserts before the current cursor position. So this table is just for overview. Let's look at in depth. So first we will create the file. The file we have already created is vt3.txt. Okay. Now our first command is I. So let's open the file again. Okay. And let's remove all of this text from here. Right. Now, if you try to write something, for example, hi, I am, can you look at the difference? That everything you are typing is written before the cursor, not after the cursor. So whatever you write by running the command I, it will always print or it will always write the content or the text before the cursor position. Now you can just press escape to get out of this. Now if you press capital I, okay, you can look where is our cursor right now. It's after M. If I press I, where it will shift to? It will shift to the very first character in the line. So it always starts writing from the beginning of the line. So now if you would add any content, it would start from, it would be written before add. So now I have written Gauri. It is added before add, right? So now let's move to our another command. Let's escape. Let's delete this. And let's escape and start writing again. I need to write some text. So I'll write hi. Hi, I'm Gauri Yadav. Okay, I have written this and I'm changing the cursor position on my own. Okay. So now let's escape this and press small a. So whenever I'll press a small a, so now let's have a look at this. That for example, if I have my cursor over here at Y, if I press capital A, where it goes? At the end of the line. So what does A do is, it helps you append the text at the end of the line. So now if I want to add, hi, I'm Gauri Yadav and I like Lina. So whatever you will be adding, it would be at the end of this current line because earlier you have added text till here. And everything you will add will be appended at the end. Append means will be added to this line in the end. Now let's look at small o. Okay. So let me escape this and change a position of cursor a bit. And now press small o. What does small o do? Small o takes you to the new line. You can perform the same task with enter as well. But again, this is one of the secrets. Like if you want to use O, you can use small o as well. Now let's look at the capital O. So I'm taking cursor position at anywhere and let's do capital O. Capital O will always add a new line above the current line. See? Hi, I'm Gauri Yadav. I like Lina. So a line is added over here. Now let's quickly try to do more of it. For example, I like UNIX and let's add Vim is a great text editor. Okay. Now let's escape this again and try to do capital O again. See, it has added a new line over here as well. So this is how we handle with. Now we have to do navigation in web. How we can do navigation in web? So let's quickly hide this and escape this. Okay. Now this is the whole chart with overview. Let's quickly move on to our practical implementation. So if my cursor is over here, suppose at T, if I press H, what will happen? Oh, sorry, I'm already in the insert mode. I have to accept this. Now I'm pressing H. Okay. So let's look at our navigation in Vim. So I have already created a file with more of text so that we can choose, we would have lines to choose and perform the implementation. So for example, my cursor over here is right now on T. If I press small h, what will happen? So whenever you will press h, it will shift the cursor to the preceding character. Same way. For example, this is my cursor and I'll press small h, it will go to the preceding one. Means this thing. So in this word text, our cursor was on T, and as soon as I pressed H, the cursor shifted to F. Now let's see for K. Let me escape this and let's see for K. Oh, that's not working.
Look, you know, yeah, you're not there.
Okay. Now let's look at our next command. So we performed H, now we are on K. So whenever we run K, it takes us one line up. So if my cursor is over here on D, then it will take me to the second line. Let's see. See, we are on our cursor is on R now. So this is what helps you with K. Now let's look at J. Let me just quickly escape this and do J. Whenever we press J command, it takes us one line downward. For example, we were on R and I pressed J and it took us to D. That means in the third line. So what K helps us is, K helps us to go one line above and J helps us to come one line down. Okay. So now let's have a look at the next command. That is L. So what L helps us with is, so for example, my cursor is on A and I'm pressing L. So now it would go to N. So it would go to the succeeding character. Now let's look at W. So my cursor is on N and I press W, then it would go to the first character of the next word. If I'm on mode with M, so let's press W again. It will take me to the T because then is the next word, and to the first character, that is T. Now let's have a look at B. If I press B, what happens? If I press B, it takes us to the first character of the preceding word. For example, if I press B again, it would go to the C of the command. Same way, let's have a look at E. If I press E, then it takes us to the last character of a word. For example, let's say it's on M and let's press E again. It would go to E because in mode, the last character is E, right? Now let's have a look at the next command, that is $. So let's look at it. $. Takes us to the last character of the line. Let's have a look at it in this line as well. In the fourth line, I'm pressing $. Again, and it takes us to the last character, that is the full stop. Now let's see what is undoing and repeating. I'm not going to perform undoing and repeating in this file because I want to keep this file as the way it is. let me just quickly explain what under what the U and colon U do. So if you press U and hit enter, it will undo everything. For example, if I have if I have performed this, for example, I have performed a small O over here, so it adds the line. So if I do U, it will undo this. It would undo this. I don't want to undo this right. So if you will add colon U, what will it do is it would undo everything. Like for example, I have added one thing for this line, right? For by using O. So normal U would undo for this line only. But if I would do with colon U, it would undo every change till now I have made in this file. So now quickly look at copying, moving and pasting. So I don't want this to be over here. Okay, so this is the common what we call that summary chart for each and everything. Now let's have a look over here. So most common thing that we have faced in over here in Vim is we are not able to copy and paste in Vim, but you can do it by looking at these commands. For example, you want to do YL. My cursor for now is on F. So if I press Y, it is in insert mode. I will get out of insert mode. If I do YL, okay, now it is in the buffer. Now if I use P, I'll copy it. I'll paste it. So for example, I pasted F right now. Let me quickly take my cursor to E and do again YL and do P. See? So this is how you can copy. YL helps you copy single character. Let me just quickly take this text to the way it was. Okay. So that it doesn't look bad. Okay. I'm escaping it now. So now we have YW. For example, I want to copy this word for. So let's do YW. Okay. And I take this cursor over here and I'll do P. So now we have for 2 times. Now you would be asking that why I changed the position of cursor. Let's have a look at that. For example, I'm at F over here. So let me quickly do again YW. If I paste it over here by using the P key, it will paste for me in the same place after F itself, and it doesn't make any sense over here. That's why I changed the cursor's position. Okay, now let's quickly change this and make this good again. Okay, 4. Yeah, I'm skipping this now. So now let's have a look at YY. So for example, I'm doing YY over here and I'm doing P. So YY will copy your whole line and paste it in the next line. So for example, now I'm doing it for this 5th line as well. So now I'm doing YY over here and I will paste by using P. And now it is C. For 4th line, we performed it. Now we have 2 4 lines. And I performed it for 5th line as well. Now we have same 5th line as well. Now how we can save and quit in Vim? Okay. So we all have seen that that we all occupy ourselves with that only :WQ will help us to quit Vim and save all the things in this file that I have written. No, that is not correct. We have 4 different commands for 4 different types of saves we want to do in the quit of this Vim file. So let's quickly have a look at that. So if I don't want to undo anything, so I'll quickly explain it from here itself. So if I'll run :WQ, all the changes we would be, for example, let's check it over here. I'm doing :W. Let me hide this. I'm doing :W. I'll enter. We will not quit it. We will remain in the same file, but all the things in this file will be saved. Because we have noticed that as soon as we do :WQ, we'll move out of the file and we come back to our original terminal where we perform all the Linux related commands. Okay, so now let me quickly get back to my file. I have to restore it because I did like colon W. That was the reason I was not doing it, because then you need to restore the things you said. I just showed you how colon WQ works, right? And what is this? Colon WQ with the exclamation mark. Colon WQ with an exclamation marks means, for example, I am the owner of this file that is called Vim V2. We will learn about this in very detail, as in future I'll come up with another document and another video regarding this, in which we will learn about users and group permissions. So in Linux, what you can do is, for example, I'm the owner of this book, of this file that is vim v2.txt, right? v2.txt, I'm the owner. If I'm granting some access to some another person or some another user inside this server, right? So he or she can have the access, but he or she cannot edit or write or modify the file. We'll look into the file permissions video later on. So if you don't have permissions, but you want to save and quit this file, what you can do is simply colon WQ with an exclamation mark. WQ will work in the same way like save and quit. But this exclamation mark is called forceful exit. It would perform this forcefully and you would be getting out of this terminal. See, right? Now this is Q. So for example, you don't have, like, you or some other person that you have given access to this file do not have like rights or anything to write in this file or make any sort of modifications or changes. What he or she can do is simply colon Q. Sometimes when you just perform some sort of glitch command or some sort of, like, you press keyboard by mistake, a lot of keys you press. So at that time, a lot of notifications come up and you don't want to read those, or either you are not able to understand it. What you can do at that time is you can just quickly forceful quit. So this will not save any content on inside this file. It will quickly get out of this file. So this is this, and thank you so much for joining in this wonderful PDF, wonderful document and learning journey about secrets of Vim. And for more such content, you can stay tuned on my LinkedIn. So tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow, I will be uploading this document because a little bit of nooks and crooks are remained to be changed in this. So happy learning, and if you have any doubts or anything, you can mention in the comment box or either you can drop in the DM. Thank you.